Hi, I'm Rachael Kuroiwa. I'm the Communications Manager for Infrastructure with the City of Arvada, and I'm here today with Jason O'Keefe, our Customer Information Manager for Utilities. Hi, Jason.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. So I work for the city, but I'm also a resident, and I gotta say I didn't really think that much about my utility bill until I started working for the city. So I wanna ask you some questions about our utility billing practices and just try to really understand what we do and how we do it. So can you explain our billing process for utilities?
Yes, I can. So Arvada is different, right? So we bill bi-monthly, which means you get one bill every 2 months, 6 times a year. With that process, we basically have a read date. 2 weeks after the read date, we go to, after we process all of the numbers that we get, we check everything out, make sure everything's good. 2 weeks after that, we send a paper bill out in the mail. Then you have 30 days to pay your bill. After that, 7 days after that due date, we have a robocall that goes out if we have your phone number. So if we don't have your phone number, we would like to get your phone number. So please, let us know. 7 days after the robocall goes out, we then send out a paper notice that says that you're late, and it comes in the yellow envelope that has urgent on it. 7 days after that, that's when we normally would do shutoffs. So we haven't done shutoffs in the past 2 years, COVID, and then just the kind of the recovery of COVID, but we haven't shut water off for 2 years.
Great, thanks. So you talked about bi-monthly billing cycles. So does everybody get their bill on the same day, or is there something else that kind of happens with those billing cycles?
So we have 8 different cycles or sections of the city that we read once a week. So everybody's bill comes out at a different time. Basically, let's say you're in cycle 1, it's 2 months until your next bill, but we have to go through all the cycles. We have about 3,000 to 5,000 bills that go out per cycle, which is every week we send bills out. So we send bills out usually on Tuesdays. We do all of our printing and stuffing in-house. So we send those out once a week, and that's for 8 weeks straight, and then we come back around to cycle 1 again. So everybody has a different date, but what you'll notice is if you've lived in Arvada for more than a year, is that you always get your bill around the same week for your January bill, for your March bill, they're all about the same, right? No matter when you get your bill, it's always your 6 bills are around the same week.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't think I'd kind of put that together yet. I haven't figured out where I am in the cycle.
Our cycles are right around 56 to 64 days per read as well. So that also, it's not always, I wish it was just every 30 days we sent the bill out and it was really easy to do the math. But some bills you have more days in your cycles and less. So they fluctuate.
Okay.
But it's by the day, not by the month.
Got it. Would this affect kind of when you look at monthly charges, would that difference affect like your waste and recycling charges? Because those are published on, like we have monthly fees for that, but if you're on like, it's 64 days,
Correct.
Would you pay a little bit more?
Yes.
And some people could pay a little bit less?
Yes, could pay more, could pay less. So our first 2 months of starting out the program, we started in July. So basically July and August were our first 2 months, and we didn't start billing until September. So in September, whoever is getting read in that cycle is going to have a 2-month period for trash. And then every week that goes by, you add days to that number.
Okay.
So for trash fees, we bill by the day. We're basically combining a monthly billing system, which we get billed from Republic, into a bi-monthly billing system with reads only uploaded once every month. So the trash program is by the day, especially for the city fees that come with that. So.
Okay. So if anyone's confused about what they're seeing on their bill, especially with waste and recycling being a new program, what do you recommend that they do?
Call the city. So that is our 720-898-7070 number. That is the billing department for the city of Arvada.
Okay, and they'll look it up and they can explain everything.
We can go through the bill, talk about your days, talk about the fees, and break everything down to where it's Your water, wastewater, and stormwater should be fine. That's a normal piece, even though it still is 56 to 64 days. But your trash fee is the one that you might see that's different, and we can explain how many days are in the trash fee cycle.
Okay.
They won't always be like we published them at 1976 or 1563 or 1150. But that is, if you lived in the city for the entire year and you paid for the entire year, it comes out to that per month.
Okay.
So kind of confusing, but we wanted to make sure we billed by the day for the trash fees and not guesstimate on when or what you might be charged.
Okay. Can you tell me more about rate tiers and kind of why we use them and how they work?
Yes. So we have 4 tiers, 1 through 4 at the city of Arvada. Those were put into place for water conservation. So the tiered fees, which is about $7 to $9 per tier increase, pays for our water conservation program. So the water conservation program says, what part of your monies that you have go to fund a conservation program, right? So we have the tiered rates. We always charge tier 1 no matter what for everything, because that's what it costs to make the water to get to your house. But tiers 2, 3, and 4 pay for conservation and also try and hopefully reduce some of the water usage, because you have to pay more if you use more.
Right. So I understand that tier 1, for a lot of people, that covers the regular indoor water usage. So do residents have questions in the summer when they start to use outdoor, like they're using more water outdoors, maybe their rate goes up a little bit? Like, what kinds of questions do people ask you about that?
So always late in the summer, after it gets really hot and dry, everybody wants to keep their grass green still, right? So how do you want your grass to look? Some brown, like a golf course, it just all depends, right? The greener your grass, the more expensive it's going to be on your water bill. So we always get a lot of calls like, I can't believe I use that much water, or I can't believe my bill is that high. But when you go into rates 3 or 4, it becomes you're billed at a different rate for each 1,000 gallons you are in that tier. So 0 to 30, 30 to 60, 60 to 90, and so on, right? And it's just for those tiers that you get billed that different amount. But we get lots of questions every year, late summer, super hot out, and you get that bill that's maybe being billed bi-monthly, right? So it's 2 months of hot summer days. You might get that bill that's $500 or $600, and it's extremely high. But you have to make that decision. Do you want some brown or lush and green?
If a resident wants to reduce their outdoor water usage, are there programs or services available to help them?
Yes, so we use the tiered money that we get for the water conservation program, and we partner with Resource Central. With that, we get Garden in the Box, we get landscape seminars for both homeowners and for HOAs, and we also get the connection that any resident can call Resource Central up and go to their website and look up any kind of conservation idea. So we also have the turf removal, which is a new one we just started this year. It was pretty good. We only did 10 yards, but they basically, Resource Central comes and they take the turf out of your yard and take it back to their shop. And then that you can buy the Garden in the Box and then have that planted there. So
Nice.
A big thing with a lot of people is, how do I get rid of the sod and dirt that I take out of my yard?
Yeah.
Where do I put it? So that was the part of the program we added this year. This is really good. And then the other new one that we have is the smart controllers for your sprinkler system, which hook into your cell phone. So those are really good because it hooks into your weather app on your cell phone, and that way it shuts your sprinkler system off if it says there's a chance for rain. So that's another good thing. That's the smart sprinkler box controllers that we have. We also, I think we did 100 of those this year.
Nice.
So
With bi-monthly billing, what are some common misperceptions you hear from residents that call the customer service line?
So most of the ones we get from bi-monthly billing are, the bill is too expensive, right? Can I pay a different way? Can I pay monthly? Can you read monthly? We have different options for people that might think that the bill is too high. We can pay that bill with budget billing every month. So we're very flexible with our payment programs on trying to pay those higher bills. A lot of times people they always feel like they just got their bill and they're getting another one, which you are from the time it's only 30 days between that next read, because we've already gone into the 30 days of the next billing cycle. So when you pay your bill, it truly is 30 days until you get your next one.
Okay.
But you have another 30 days to pay it, so it always comes out to around 60 for your bills between payments,
Yeah.
or between the time you get it mailed to you. It just depends on when you pay it, on how close it feels.
If a resident is having trouble paying their utility bill, what should they do?
They should call the 720-898-7070 number, and that's the utility billing team, and they can help set you up in any kind of payment plan that works for you.
Transitioning to City of Arvada waste and recycling was a big change for the community. Can you tell me who residents should contact if they're having trouble with their service, like a missed pickup or something like that?
Yes, so the missed pickup part of this service for trash is Republic. That is the 720-898-7575 number, and they do everything as far as in cart changeouts, extra bins, anything as far as missed pickups or any kind of special service like carryout service. That's all Republic. Billing would be the City of Arvada, which is the utility billing group, 720-898-7070, and we take care of all the billing side of things.
Okay. So if someone's had a missed pickup, what should they do? Should they call right away? Should they wait a couple days?
Sooner the better on that one. And for us, you have to call Republic. You have to call the 7575 number and get a hold of Republic so that we can get that missed pickup logged in the system, right? So right now, one phone call is good, but 2 phone calls, if it's still been missed, is even better, because that way you won't be billed for that service for the week.
Okay.
But that's a big thing to remember. Don't call the city billing department, the 7070 number, if you have a missed pickup, because we have to log those misses in the Republic system in order to get the credit or the piece not billed to you for that week.
What are some questions that residents still have about waste and recycling that they're asking your team about?
So the phone calls that we get at the city in the billing department have gone down quite a bit. We don't get as many phone calls about cart deliveries, cart pickups, or missed service, right? People are doing the right thing and going to Republic for what it needs to be, and then calling the city for billing. But we have some people that have called for trash tags, right? Okay. So we sell trash tags because we only pick up cart content only. So you have to have a trash tag on your bag in order for it to be picked up. Mm-hmm. And we sell those at City Hall for exactly what we pay for them, $3.50. We try not to send them out to your house because that's extra expense, right? Mm-hmm. So being that we pass that same cost right through from Republic, well, we can, but we have them here at City Hall. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
If a resident has a question about their utility bill, what should they do?
Call the city. We have 7 staff members available to answer all your questions about your utility bill. And that's the 720-898-7070 number. So Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
Great, thank you. When does the city change water rates?
So January every year, we put the new rates in place, and then we bill 6 times after that.
Great, thank you.